Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of my series. It's called The Newly Adult, where we talk about living in the city, where we talk about content creation and all that good stuff. We have a special guest today. Many of you have asked me to bring her on my channel. So this is a little surprise for you guys. So please welcome Merenla Imsong. Woo! Yes! I think the first time I saw Merenla was on this video that really went viral. I know this video just came out and everybody started talking about who you are, where you are from. Did it affect your life in any way?
You know how people make these videos of, what if a man lived like a woman for a day? And they're like, this is funny, let's just make this. So it was the exact same thing. I was like, let's make it, I'll just make this video. And like in my head, it was funny. And I was like, I'll just take all the things that I've been through, which like are mostly quite amusing for me. Like when someone's like, hey, are you from China? And I'm like, no, it's not. No, I'm not. But I don't get offended because like I know I look Chinese, so I can't really complain or say anything, you know? So I thought I'll take all of this and then I'll make it into a fun video. And that was the whole perspective. And then people started making it all political and people started getting like offended and all of that, and people are like getting super serious. And I was like, but this is not a social stand that I'm like, I am standing for the Northeast. It's not one of those videos. In fact, I make fun of myself. I call myself Presumptous Chinky in the video. So it's like I'm trolling myself at the same time when I'm making this thing. So it was just like, it was really overwhelming how people started perceiving it and people started writing like long stuff about it. And
Who were the people who were getting offended?
It's funny when you make a comedy video and instead it angers people.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my goodness. I remember someone wrote a huge post and then I got tagged in the comment section. I went through the post and I didn't understand what was written because some intellectualized stuff about the entire video. I'm like, but that's not what I wanted to say. Why are you saying?
What was the gist of that post?
Where like this girl is playing the victim card, the minorityness she is, and then there were some really long words that I didn't understand. Okay. So I was like, and then I got lost and I was like, I'm not understanding this, so I'll just stop reading now and all of that.
You write, and you were also an assistant designer for somebody.
Yeah.
And you're also a comedian right now.
Yeah.
And you're also acting, you're doing theater, you're in ads. What are you? Like, what is your profession? You know, what do you like to call yourself?
It's Vela, basically. Okay, but because, basically I haven't figured out my life yet, so I'm just doing whatever, like, kaam de do, whoever gives me work, like, kaam. So that's literally what I am, but how artist is.
Artist, oh my
what you tell
God.
people.
Okay, fine. So when you're doing these, let's say if you're doing a comedy video, you are doing something on Instagram, you're doing something on YouTube, there is an overarching theme that I see. It's a lot about, you question things a lot, which is really great. Has there been an experience like that where you have felt like an overwhelming amount of hate?
Not really, because the positive comments always trump the negative ones, And it's usually when there's a hate comment, you can tell from the comment that they didn't really get the gist of the video. A lot of times people don't get my humor because they think, like, they don't get the sarcasm and they're like, she's a negative impact on society,
And this is also a message to all the other younger people who are creating videos and content on the internet. Where do you differentiate that this person requires a little bit of an intervention from my end, or do I let it be? Like, when do you decide that? How do you decide that?
Usually the comments are usually the usual. You're a disgrace to society, you're a slut, you're a whore. It's quite a shame, because if I were a slut or a whore, I mean, I should be having a lot of fun in my life, which is missing. I'm like, you are really misinformed, sir. I'm sorry to tell you, I have a very boring life, And then finally there will be like the last comment that I responded to was a slut shaming comment, And I thought, okay,
what did they say?
Because he would like I had made a video about ministers and their relationship with their private secretaries, and she was like, oh, she knows way too much. She was probably some side piece of a minister, but she's too ugly, and her chest is flat, and all of that, you know. And then like I was still like, but then I was like, no, but then no. If someone's going to like body shame and all of that, you at least. Because when a man is like body shaming a woman, then now I have to like step in and say like, you know, my mom goes through the comments.
Okay.
And it affects her. Like it doesn't affect me, but sometimes she reads the comments and she's like, you know, someone wrote like this. I'm like, why are you reading the comments? You're not supposed to read the comments. So.
Did she ever take it like was there a moment where she?
No. But then she but you know, the moment she would read it, she would get upset. You know, maternal instincts. If someone, you know, wrote something mean on my child's YouTube page, I would make that person's life miserable.
I know.
Yeah.
Let's say you go back home. What is the reaction there? Like, do they consider you like an idol or something like that? Are you popular? How popular are you? Have you had instances where people have mobbed you?
No, that no, definitely not. But I've had like little funny instances of. Like I remember I was out like walking somewhere, and then someone was talking on the phone and he just crossed me. And the moment he crossed me, and the thing is, because I have an Ao name, everyone just assumes that I'm Ao, but I can, my mother's Angami, so I can completely understand the language spoken by Angamis. And he was talking, you know, in Angami, and then he saw me, and then he just and he was talking in Angami, and he saw me, and he's like, hey, the Joker woman is here. And I heard that, and I found that funny, and then he hung up, and he's like, hey, and then he talked to me.
Suddenly there is this boom of YouTube channels in the Northeast, right? I've seen so many YouTube channels which are like, we living in the cities might not know about it, but they are very popular in their localities. So, you know, they might not have 1 million subscribers, they might have like even 5,000 subscribers, but they are really forming this engaged community of people who really follow their content. So what is your message to those people who are actually creating content in their localities?
This is quite interesting because a kid once wrote to me and said, you know, I'm trying to build my audience. How do I build my audience? How do I get more subscribers? How do I buy subscribers? And he started asking me all these questions, and I was like I have no idea. Like he was like, what are the keywords that I need to put in to make sure that I get lots of subscribers and all of that? And I was like, I honestly don't know. And you shouldn't. If that is your objective, then your objective is completely wrong, because you're doing it for the fame. You want like, because it's always quality over quantity. And I told this kid, you know, like you have to focus on your content. Then the subscribers are gonna come. You know, you do something that comes from the heart. Don't do something just because, oh, this topic is trending right now. Everyone's doing this challenge or that challenge. And let me do that so that I get more views and all of that. Because all of that is just going to be a fad, and you're just following something that someone's doing. Your talent can be anything, and your art can be anything. It can be some really crazy, obscure thing that no one understands. But if it's special to you, just put it out there, and maybe some other crazy, obscure person, obscure, talented person living in Poland is going to find it like, yeah, I like this person.
You heard it here from her. It's always quality over quantity. Thank you so much, Merenla, for spending this time with us. I know you're busy, and you have spent some time here with us today, and it's like 10:30 right now, and we are getting a little hungry. A final word from you. I want to know, where can we see you next? What are we getting from you next?
I am shooting an ad on the 28th, so just next week. And it's for a sports brand. And I did a TV show, which might stream on Voot, which is supposed to stream on Voot. I don't know if it's there. No, it's been shot, but unless it comes out on this thing, you can never tell.
Okay, fine. But we will keep a tab on it, and we will let you know. All right. Thank you so much, Merenla, for spending this time with us. You, if you like this video, don't forget to like it. I mean, literally like it. And share this video with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe, press the bell icon so that you get a notification every time I upload a new video. And also follow me on Instagram, follow her on Instagram. I'll put all in the description below everywhere. Thank you so much, YouTube, for letting us shoot at the pop-up space. Life is a journey.